to TubeTalk.
Welcome back, Douglas. Great to have you back. Feels like summer is in the air.
It is in the air.
First day of cricket training today at
Exciting.
Cox's Bay Reserve on the weekend of the Cox Plate. We might talk about that later.
We will. Anyway, moving on to last week on Sunday at Ashburton, we had Severine who ran third.
Yeah, actually, a number of really good runs last week. A lot of horses scratched from wide draws, but yeah, we'll highlight two. Severine, really good third. Now, she won her fresh up race. We've given her a long time between drinks, gave her a trial. She hit the line well. She'll improve out of sight for this. She goes to Cup Week next, and she's unbeaten in Cup Week 2 years in a row. And we're going to look at running her in a Group 3 Breeders' Stakes on the middle day. Keep your eye out.
On Wednesday, Sacred Heart won at Ipswich.
Sacred Heart, that's your rival school. Sacred Sweets. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking rival school. Sacred Sweet, 2 in a row. Bolted in, went up not 1 grade but 2 grades from winning his maiden and cleared out. Won very easily. By Sacred Falls, he's getting better with time, better with distance, really coming of age. And he's a horse that it was a city midweek race. He's now probably ready to set up to Saturday grade, and we might even look at bringing him back down to Sydney. He's going really well.
It was a short week last week because we had quite a few scratchings, didn't we?
Yeah, we had heap A, wide draws.
16, 15.
Yeah. 19. We weren't dealt a good hand.
This week, but actually before we move on to this week, we have something to talk about horses and training sales.
We do. So the Tasmanian Horse and Training Sale in England is next week. It's the sale we've had enormous success from. Elward was our first purchase. He's won 800,000. Rakik's approaching 400,000. Sir Pippin 300,000. Last year, a couple of horses. Skyman's won 2 from 4. Moobra's a winner. We've had enormous success. Enormous. Got a really good process. Interest has been higher than any of our previous years for these horses. So if you'd like to get involved in them, they will qualify for city races in Australia immediately, $50,000 or $125,000. If you are interested and haven't let me know, phone me or email me and we'll put you on our sales update list. Not to be missed.
Now moving on to the proper this week. On Saturday at Riccarton Race 3, we have Running Man.
Yeah, a real sneaky. I like him on Saturday. Barrier 9, he's paying $19. His first up run, he was just ridden completely wrong. It was not a good ride. Forget about that. We've done a bit of work with him since. His start for that, he was second. He's going well. He'll get a bit of, as long as he gets behind, get a bit of cover. Good jockey on Sam Wynn on board. He can turn his form around quite markedly. I'd have a few bucks each way.
And in race 10, we have Sanctify.
Sanctify, much better run last start, ridden well by Sam Wynn, got home really good for third. Bad barrier draw 13, she'll get back in the running, but she'll hit the line hard. Nice each way chance, and she'll step up to 2,000 metres after this.
Now moving on to Te Rapa on Saturday. Quite a few horses here. Race 5, we have A Tissue and Waimoku Falls.
Yes, we do. It's the Group 3 Soliloquy Stakes, the leading to the 1,000 guineas. A Tissue is a high quality filly by Savabeel. She's 4th favourite for the guinea. She's got a bad barrier draw. She's very, very well. 1,400 metres suits. She'll get back and she'll hit the line very hard. Very much tempo related result, but she'll be there. She will be right there. Waimoku Falls, another very high class mare filly. They opened at A Tissue 6 and Waimoku Falls at $16, but I have nothing between them. She's also drawn wide. She'll get back and she'll be roaring the line hard as well. Both winning chances, I think, with a bit of luck.
Race 6, we have Campari.
Fresh up, but she's won a trial very easily going into this. We've just been waiting for, she drew barrier 19 or 22 last week, so I shouldn't run. She's got barrier 5 this week, very happy with it. Would like to see just a touch of given the track. She needs it just a dead 4-5. Massive weight, 59.5 kilos. That'll anchor her down, but she'll run a nice race and improve for it.
In race 7, we have GC.
He steps up to the Sarton. He's a horse. He was $51 when they opened the market. He's now 21. He's got a very good turn of foot. He's a maiden horse stepping up against some very well performed horses. So it is tough for him, but he's got barrier 4. He's got a very, very good turn of foot. We rate him highly. and he will get to this level. The question is whether he's at that level now. So Saturday will tell us. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he put his hand up at long odds.
Now moving on to Australia.
Australia!
Gold Coast on Saturday, race 7, we have Monofasa.
Monofasa, fresh up. She's a stayer. She needs 2,000 metres plus. It's only 1,400 metres. She's got 59.5 kilos, barrier 7, which is okay. I'm pleased we're getting her onto a good track, which I think she will enjoy. She'll settle midfield, I imagine, and I think she'll run a nice race, but her sweet spot will be when she gets over a bit more ground.
And then moving on to Trentham. On Sunday, at race 5, we have Exuberant, yeah.
We do. Interesting horse. He's had a few little issues and a few problems, but we're going back to Trentham where he won a listed race over 1,000 metres at the same meeting a couple of years ago. He's got barrier 2, Ryan Elliott on board. We've been trying to get him to restrain and settle and run home. I think on Sunday we'll just get him to find his own rhythm, whether that's in front or wherever, and just get him to a nicer rhythm as possible, and let him run along, conserve some energy for the straight, and I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him run a very good race.
And moving on to Bet of the Week.
Oh, the exciting thing, because who's doing Bet of the Week, Doug?
Mr. McKinley.
Mr. McKinley is back. We know how good he is and how popular he is.
After many requests, and his Bet of the Week is Armory, who's in the Cox's Plate.
Armory in the Cox Plate. I love this horse. I love him. Barrier 6, high quality horse. His last start, 2 of the best horses in the world bet him, and the horse that ran 4th won the Arc de Triomphe, which is the richest race in Europe. I think the favourite Russian Camelot from barrier 15 is very vulnerable, even though he's a top horse. And I was a bit disappointed in him last start. And I think Arcadia Queen won her last start. I think she's a real chance, but I just have a suspicion that she's actually better at a mile. So I think he's a great bet. I love him. All over Armory. Go, Mr. McKinley.
And that is TubeTalk.
Thanks, Doug, and we'll see everyone next week.
Bye.
Winks, well, Bowman's got plenty to give, and he's getting an inside run, and Criterion tried to follow him home, just had to clip off heels there. Winks got the dream run and shot to the lead from the cleaner. Criterion trying to get going with Highland Reel. They're followed by Hartnell and Happy Trails right off the track, but Winks is away and gone round the home turn. 3 lengths in front of Highland Reel, Criterion, and then came the cleaner, but Winks is well clear from Criterion at Highland Reel. Winks kept going by Hugh Bowman. What a win! Winks has bolted in the Cox Plate by 4 lengths.